Right, guys, morning. It's July the 1st. The moment I've been dreading, or kind of, or looking forward to, both. This is the first day of what was going to be Frugal June, and I got sidetracked, as I explained before, um, because I had a couple of things happen. I mean, I could have done it, but I couldn't. I couldn't really record it effectively when I was on the road and stuff like that. So anyway, it's going to be July. As far as I know, we're not going to do any road trips in July, and I'd probably actually decline actually because I don't like doing road trips in hot weather. I prefer the cooler weather. Um, it's got to be at least 24 and below for me. We did one last year in the heat to Romania, Brasov, and it was just too hot. Even though you're in the car and you got aircon most of the time, but it's just too hot when you get out. Only like 34 degrees, 36. I think that's what it was that time. So I probably declined this stage because I really want to do this now. The July, right? There's into the regime, which is it's three or four things in one, and it might be four or five. I haven't decided on two of them yet. I'll just go through. So I've decided on alternate day fasting, which is a bit of a challenge in itself for 30 days. I mean, people do it for longer, but these are like huge people who really want to lose weight, and it really is life or death. Now, I'm not doing it particularly to lose weight, but like, who wouldn't benefit from losing a few pounds? I'm not skinny by any means, but I could do with losing a few pounds, or kilos. In Bulgaria, it's kilos. Um, so that would be just an added. That's not the reason I'm doing it. I'm doing it to clear the body, clear the body out, and hopefully get a bit more of the calcium out and stuff, calcium deposits, and you just feel lighter and you feel sharper when you do fasting properly. I found that the most I've done actually is 3 days, so that's over. I think it was about 72 hours, something like that. Now people do a week. People have done months, and I don't know how they do it really. Must be a mindset. But I did 3 days, and I was starting to get headaches, so I stopped immediately, and that was enough. And I felt great after that. So it does work, and it does. But I can do this one for a long period, and this is a good challenge, and that's the word I was looking for. It's more to me. This is more of a challenge month than anything else, just to get away from the normal everyday habits and stuff, and hopefully a few health benefits like losing a few pounds. But that's not the main reason for that one. Right, so the second thing I'm going to do is the moratorium on the food, on my preparation foods. The emergency stocks, if you like. I don't have a lot. But I always think it's worth having at least at least 2 weeks, maybe a month. I could probably last on a month if something really bad happened, because I'd be rationing it then as well. If something really bad happened, which I personally I don't think it will. not that bad. Not round here. It might in some cities around the world. They can close down pretty quick. In the cities, but there's a lot of food hanging about round here, off trees and like walking about in the forest and that kind of thing. And there's a few lakes as well where you can get fish. There's a lot of food around these areas, and we have a small supply line for the main ingredients. We've got a huge grain store about 6 miles out of town, the other side. I think that's where all the flour comes from for all the bread and that. So there's 3 huge silos there. And I would imagine they're full of grain, because there's always people there. And a lot of people go and buy full sacks of flour for the house. I took a couple of people there, or stopped with a couple of people who I was going somewhere with, and they stop and get things. And they quite often do that around here. They buy things, and they're well known. These places, everyone knows where they are, which is, I like that. And they're not shops. This is straight from the silo. So that's the grain. That's for the bread, daily bread. So that's that taken care of. And then there's a few cattle farms. There's 2 that I know of, and one of them makes all the whole range of the milk products. And we've just started getting another one in the shops, and that's the other side towards Sevlievo. That's what it says on the bottle. So it's round there. And I went over to a place called Stefanovo. I know that's the wrong way to pronounce it, but and there was lots of cattle around there, and I was quite pleased when I saw that. I don't think they'll be killing the cows in Bulgaria. They might do, but I don't think so. They're not that type of people. Even the government, they might find themselves being called themselves if they start trying to kill all the cattle and they have. I don't think they've got the muscle to carry it out. And there's other people who run certain things that might persuade them otherwise. So we'll see. But I don't think it will. And then we've got around here. We've also got lots of fruit orchards. We've got tons and tons of apiaries now. That's been a big increase in the last decade. The bees and the honey. You can buy honey in the one-stop shop. They must have a load of hives somewhere. And where you pay all your bills, you can get some honey, and they sell it. They also sell it in the what's the name, the DIY place, where they sell all the tools and all that stuff. They sell honey in there. It's the same family actually, so they must have a ton of beehives somewhere, or they know someone who has family. So we've got that as well, and we've got the lakes. We've got a lake where they get they eat carp here. I don't like carp. I just don't like the idea of it, eating it. I eat the catfish. If there's a fish day, I eat the trout, which is beautiful, and or the som. They call it som. It's catfish. It sounds better than catfish actually. But yeah, and it's not these freshwater fish here. They don't taste like the ones in the UK, which taste like river mud. I find the trout, and there's a lot more mud in the bottom of rivers, I think, in the UK than here, until you get out to the Danube and that. But even there, it doesn't taste like mud, because it's mostly the rivers are rocks underneath, underneath the water. so it's nice and clean tasting fish. Uh, so um, so we've got the fish, and anyway, so we got sidetracked. So alternate day fasting. We're going to do the clearing out the cupboards, which is the easy one, and another quite easy one is the €5 a day, and so I've got a good start today because I won't be. This is the first fasting day, so I won't be spending anything today, and probably tomorrow. I've got food now for about, well, every other day, so I've got food for probably about 5 days before I have to buy anything at all, and I'm going to be um, eating stuff from the supplies as well. So that's makes it all easy. So they're the three things I'm definitely doing. So that's the fasting, the money, and the clearing out the cupboards, rotating out, as they call it in the prepping world, rotating out the food that's going towards the end date or just past. So some cases, or way past, and a couple of tins. Look at, but I'm gonna eat them. But because like sardines and stuff like that, they can last forever, basically, or years and years. So that's the three. Now the other ones. What was the other ones? I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do the whole month without a gin and tonic. I'm trying to still trying to sort of toy with the idea, but like the that would be a mega challenge then if it's like the fasting and all the rest of it, and no G and T in the hot weather, or I probably wouldn't drink beer at the moment on a fasting regime. So that's quite fattening. Um, I don't drink much anyway, but I probably would just stick to the gin and tonic. Now I don't know if I'm gonna. I might do it every 5 days or 10 days. I'll just have to. I'll see how I feel after say 3 days, two fasting days. I'll see how I feel after that, but and see if I want to go the whole month. I might do. We'll see. We'll see about that one. Now there was another one that I haven't decided on. The exercise. I'll probably wait on that as well for a few days now to get into the fasting cycle rhythm, get down to ketosis and that, and then I'll see if I'm gonna exercise. Now the best time to do that will be the morning of the eating days, probably before you eat, before you break the fast. That's a good time to do exercise, And by the end of the month, I'd be very happy if it got up to like say 3 kilometers walking. That'd be okay because our valley is quite steep, and I can map it out by just going in the car, and then I can gauge what's a kilometre, and I could do it on there, Google Maps actually. But I'm gonna do that, but I just don't know when to do it. I don't want to do it like now straight away, before I get into the fasting. So they're the two open-ended ones, but I'm definitely gonna, if not no gin and tonics, I'm definitely gonna do like minimum 5 days in between. So we'll see. I might go for 5 days in between, or 6, and that'll make it an even number for the fasting days then, because it'll be fast day, eat day, fast day, eat day, fast day, eat day. Yeah. So on the sixth day, I might have a gin and tonic. We'll see, but it won't be any less than that, if you know what I mean. It'll be on the 6th day or 10th or something like that. I'll decide as we go, but I might go for the full challenge actually, and have nothing for the whole month. Now that would be a big challenge for all of those things, to do all of those things in the 1 month. That'd be pretty good. I'd be pretty happy with myself if I manage that, you know. So that's what we're doing. And I'm going to mark. I've got a calendar there, and I'll mark it up as we go. I'll tick the boxes, tick the days off like a advent calendar. And the only thing I haven't got, and I might get actually, but I'd have to get it like today or tomorrow, is some scales to weigh myself. But like, that's not really what I'm doing it for. And I don't like weighing myself all the time. I don't like it, because it's depressing. It can be a bit like depressing, you know. But so that's July, and the weather doesn't look like it's going to be cooling down very much anyway. It's about 30 the next foreseeable future. The next 5 days, they usually put lower temperatures, but as you get towards the days, they know more. On the 10 day, you tend to find that the last 5 days on the forecast, they drop the temperature, but then they can put it up then as we get closer to the days, you know. And they know exactly. Very accurate though here, very accurate, and it's from the Microsoft, weather forecast. And just, I don't know why, but round here it's also very, very accurate, you know. I mean, most days they get the temperature to the actual temperature, you know. I think a couple of nights ago they got it wrong. They said it was going to go down to 14, and it didn't. It was about 18. So that's July, and that'll be great. That'll be a fantastic challenge, and then see if we can carry a few of the good habits on in August, or I'd like to increase the exercise actually. Now the end of July, but at the end of July, when the weather's right, I'm going to have a trip to Sofia, and I'm going to buy an electric bike, which probably won't be from Sofia. There's another town. There's a bike shop that's online. I'd like to go and collect it actually, and then I can take it to Sofia in the car and have a ride around Sofia. And it's a place called Kazanlak, and I can take a detour to there. It's a bit of a long way round, but it's not that far out of the way. Kazanlak, that's in the Valley of the Roses, over the mountains. So we can go over the mountains, and it is going the wrong way for a little bit, not much. Only it's easily doable in a day, easily to get to Sofia for about 2 o'clock, where I'll probably have an apartment. Well, I will. That's what I'll do, and then I'll have the bike. Then that sounds like a great plan to me. Electric bike. I'll have to buy a helmet as well. to put the camera on. No. Like, this is an action camera, so we can do some footage and Sophia. That'll be good. And I want to get some steaks and some English products. There's only 2 English products that I can think of now, which, like, I shouldn't be talking about food today on a fast day. I'd like to get some black pudding, which they do in this shop in Sofia sometimes, and I'll get some of the top quality steaks, which I'm going to stop talking about food now. So I'll just keep updating on this. I don't think I'll do a report every day, but if I do a video on something else, I'll just mention how it's going. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the challenges in one form or another. Definitely the alternate date fasting's the main one, and the others will follow on from there. Okay, cheers.